At this time, we are in Ephesians chapter 5 this morning. Ephesians chapter 5. Let me find, we call it a clicker. I think it's more than a clicker, but it's a clicker to me. So Ephesians chapter 5, and we're going to look at the first few verses in chapter 5. What a great passage this is. Just to remind you, Paul has finished teaching the church that they are to walk in unity, with all the members of the church in their proper roles, feeding and caring for one another. Remember, we saw that in Ephesians 4. He gave some apostles, some prophets, some pastors and teachers, some evangelists, for the equipping of the saints, for their work of ministry. So it's equipping. It's the role of the pastor teacher is to equip the saints for your work of ministry. The proper roles, as I've said before, we're going to see it when we get into Ephesians 5 and a few more verses in personal roles. So he starts off with roles there in the church and says that when everybody's in their right role, there's unity in the church, and then the church feeds itself. Everybody is equipping and taking care of each other when everybody's in their proper roles. So he says it's going to be the same way in personal relationships in the home and at work. We're going to see that in Ephesians 5:21, where he's going to say, submitting yourselves one to another in the fear of God. Submitting yourselves one to another in the fear of God. So he's started introducing this idea of proper roles and to minister and to care for one another in the church, and he's going to extend it into personal relationships. So Ephesians 4 is about corporate relationships. Ephesians 5 and the beginning of 6 is going to be about personal relationships.